here with Coach Termi of DRX. Now, Termi, I don't think anyone saw it coming. I mean, Corrode, Nets, Waylay, and the way they were running this comp on this map. So I just want to get your thoughts on what happened on Corrode. 감독님, 오늘 네츠 선수의 웨이레이도 그렇고 또 리퀴드의 운영 방식도 굉장히 신선했고 아무도 상상하지 못했던 것 같은데요. 어떻게 보셨는지 그냥 평가 들어보고 싶습니다.
일단 나츠 선수의 웨이리는 전혀 예상하지 못했었고 픽을 보자마자 조금 리퀴드가 변수를 둔 것 같다라고 생각했고 저희가 잘 대처를 한 것 같고 현민 선수 웨이리가 오늘은 좀 승리를 하지 않았나 싶습니다. 네.
Well, yeah, Nats, Waylay, we didn't see that coming. So when we saw that in the agent select, we maybe thought maybe Team Liquid was trying to throw a curveball at us. But when it comes to the battle of the Waylays today, I feel like it's a Hyunmin win for us too. Thank you, Termi, and best of luck.
감사합니다.
It was definitely a surprise to us as well. But surprises aren't always good. I'm your hosting, so I've got Mimi and Kakuka with me. Is this something that you think we would ever see again? Was this the right call?
No,
Yeah.
we will not see it. And,
Weird risk,
bro,
right?
it's another time where Team Liquid like picks him up, and I'm like, okay, fine, okay, I guess this works. They decide to use this curveball, but in execution, it felt so different to what we would expect, right? Because in EMEA, we're way more paused, we love to freeze, take things slow, and in some of those steps were actually missteps. We saw Trex missing utility, I don't know, too many things.
Yeah, especially considering they picked it into a DRX that know this comp, which brings us to the Verizon high-speed moment because, Mimi, there were two different ways playing the same idea.
Yeah, so this is essentially the same B exec for both teams, and watch how it differs as we get into this one. This is first from Team Liquid. You see the same paranoia. Util goes to counter mount. They initially get stalled by the Thorns, by the Seas. When they eventually go, though, look at how Nats is pathing. Doesn't have that refract up to get out. Dies well flashed on his own. And then on the other side, the rest of the team is pathing a different direction, and it completely falls apart. Now let's hop over to the other side. This is DRX running a similar idea. You see, same Thorns, same Haunt going over. But watch how Hyunmin paths. He's going to go safely into the hut, isolate a fight against Kiko, who's scanned, and then the team is all set up with Mako's TP to double swing into backside. DRX, when they were doing the same things, they just looked better. Team Liquid's play on this one, when they were going for those hard execs, just looked like a poorer quality facsimile of DRX's play.
Yeah, I think that, especially for the side of DRX, I assume that they've practiced composition so much that they know where those gaps are. They know how you can win and how you can miss.
Oh my goodness, I hope Coach Lohan can give us some clarity ahead of map 2.
Hey guys, Jen here, and I have Lohan of Team Liquid on standby with me. Now, Lohan, I have to ask you about Nats Waylay. Why, what, who, where, when?
And it's something that we've been trying in practices. Honestly, it's working pretty well. I think he has the capacity of playing duelists, honestly, because he's very good in chaotic situations. I mean, end of the day, we couldn't find solutions on defense, and they played really good, honestly. And right now, it's time to reset and go for the next map and bring a different team to the server.
You changed your bind comp, you know, for EDG series. You come up with this today. Any changes for Abyss? Any spoilers?
I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but let's see. Let's see in the server. Yeah.
We'll see. Thank you very much, and hope you guys turn it around.
Lohan, I don't doubt that Nats could play a duelist, but you do have 4 other players on your team, and all 4 of them can play the duelist at one point or another. But heading to Abyss, I know he said we'll see, but do we want to? What do we want to see?
No, I want to see Nats on the Cypher, especially when we're speaking about stopping players, even with the Operator and the Outlaw and whatnot, especially with the care that he puts to mid. I want to see Nats on his element.
Yeah, he was the man who took over the last time they played this Abyss, the game that kept them alive in this tournament, got them into this rematch. I think making a massive change would be a mistake, and you see a little spoiler, it doesn't look likely to happen here. But what they will be facing is a second look at DRX playing the Mosquito comp. And I think this, even more directly than Corrode, is a chance for Liquid to show that they have learned from the loss the first time and that they're going to reapproach this one and not fall for, you know, losing out on their defense to the same DRX execute.
I think that for me, one of the greatest surprises, and I think that in the moment that we saw that we showed from Corrode. Freeing is having a very good day. I think that his utility is definitely being a difference, and he will probably have to do the same here in Abyss. Remember, at the beginning of the show, I was showing Team Liquid repeating the same round 3-4 times in a match. Those kinds of things cannot be a surprise for DRX.
Nats tried to lift the team up on the Duelist map one, didn't work out, but this is his crowning role, be it the Viper, be it the Cypher. That's what this guy is known for, and he has an opportunity here as the IGL, as the most important player in this team, as the highest performer in this team, to keep them alive in this tournament. They've lost in this exact position, both at Bangkok and at Toronto. This is their final shot, and he's got to bring the team through.
I want to look at the other side as well, because we talk a lot about Human, but Flashback, how good
He's
was
amazing.
he?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that between him and Mako last map, especially when we're thinking about this isolated moments in mid and going for a pick, finding one, finding two, Flashback has been delivering it all through and through. I think that he's leading in ADR in the entire tournament at the moment.
I just need them to chill, to calm down, and to have that confidence not to throw away another opportunity.
For sure, and if DRX can 2-0 here cleanly, it's such a statement of confidence going into what would be their first global event playoffs thus far in 2025.
It was Swiss stage before, but in terms of group, you know, they always get out of groups at DRX. This is their bread and butter. But let's see Bren and Sideshow if they can deliver today.
It's all about whether or not Team Liquid have come in with those adjustments, right? And there's learnings from the prior, but DRX right now are a different beast. They're a team determined to make it out of groups, determined to rewrite narratives written about themselves. They might always make it out of groups, but listen, that's the DRX of old, you know. They've had many iterations that they've settled on, and a lot of experimentation over the year, to be honest, as well, before settling onto this last minute. And it was up and down. Expectations for this team from our side were kind of in the bin, I suppose, with DRX, but they've come out swinging. They are striking while the iron is hot. With this look of Flashback Hyunmin, you can't deny it.
I think back to DRX when they started this year in Bangkok, and they came in there actually with some really beautiful ideas.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of the Yoru with the Breach Teho, but they couldn't close it out in big games that mattered, and they just eventually fizzled. They've got to, as you say, continue this momentum while they've got such great ideas.
The kill trip.
Team
onto the right side.
Team Liquid lost both pistols on this map last time they played on Abyss.
Yeah.
DRX was so strong.
DRX willing to concede most of the space as well, trying to play out of it, and that's a kill trip specifically to try and deny against Camo, but it's spotted out. They hear it close to them, denying the opportunity, really, for DRX to strike and do some real potential damage. Nats has already taken out the life of Flashback. That was up towards the top section, hindered for a moment. Kiko up towards the top. DRX, though, clean with it. Kills are collected in their name, and already you're seeing the scurry. Reposition. Nats has got a lot of space into mid. He calls for the troops to reconvene.
He's got to get at least another one here.
He could get his chance soon enough, but no, Hyunmin. It's unstoppable right now. Trex next up here. Might be able to get at least the one, but he's alerted the rest of the squad to his position. DRX now know this. Deep plant not committed by Camo. Doesn't go for it. In fact, he's going to walk out of his own. 30 HP. Needs another kill. Doesn't feel safe enough to go for the plant in this spot. Just spotting the barrel, but now backing out. DRX want to take this one together.
I think they're doing a good job of playing off each other here, DRX. Making sure that those individual plays from Team Liquid don't find fertile ground.
Camo, 30 HP. Misses the pixel angle. Shot darts flying off here. Dart towards the back. That's going to be dealt with in time. But already being approached. The pressure is mounting. The heat turns up. Camo, 1v3 to try and deal with him with barely any life to work with. It's turned into mincemeat. This is DRX now with another pistol round win under their belt.
They had 4 players there ready to defend on A as that exit came through.
Yeah, hard read.
Yeah, and they've also just got... They've got a trip in perfect position based on where the dash was going to go. They have a cam for contact too, so you can do a bit of spamming out through heaven. And even with Nats being able to get a kill and pulling the rest of his team out, player disadvantage and they can't win the shots in the middle. So, while we're looking towards the team that lost the first match and we're thinking, oh, well, what adjustments are they going to make? DRX actually, I mean, you see it here with these 2 trips even that are being placed by Freeing. They've already themselves started making adjustments to even more consistently beat Team Liquid.
Deep knife against the back wall. Too sure if that was intended, but doesn't quite get the tag they were looking for here. Mako, here in the footsteps, here in the rumble, is going to be sending off a few stray shots, firing off. Just barely seeing the sightlines of these players. AD is stuck with a Bulldog. There's a lot to really contest with here from that spot. Smokes obfuscate the entry here for Team Liquid. DRX trying to get back into it, and Flashback will definitely even it out. That Marshall in hand. Firing off from all positions. Kiko left alone here. Trex is just on an absolute marathon walk, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's
Way
miles
behind.
away. He is so far away from being able to help Kiko. Kiko's got to make some kind of distraction, otherwise they'll start thinking about a backstab.
Yeah, the longer this goes on, the more they start anticipating where these players could be. Fight to be taken forwards potentially by DRX, looking to gain a bit more ground. Timing missed out here, Trex. It's a big map, Abyss. He's missed his time to strike there. Spike out of nowhere. Being cleared up in the end here by Flashback.
Big
Been
value from the
farming
Marshall.
so far, man. Yeah, he's been farming.
Yeah. And once you get the op into his hands as well, you're expecting much of the same. The KO knife is the big thing that Team Liquid have to be able to work with. On their attack side, if you can land knives onto people, if you can land a knife onto Freeing and take down his setup, or onto Flashback to make sure that he can't TP away, then
Let's go, guys. Run by round, okay?
you've got chances. But I think when I was watching Team Liquid play this map before, so much of it came down to actually Nats working through mid. Otherwise, they were unimpressive in their attack side against DRX previously.
It's an aggro play. No bodies to receive it, but a util's being sent out regardless. Nats might be able to hear most of this, along with Kiko.
Does he clear this very close corner?
This is so unexpected,
It's a
isn't it?
weird spot.
Yeah, really odd position. Try not to make any noise. He does clear it. Playing it patiently, too. Hello. Waiting for his time to take the shot, just in case there's someone else holding close with it.
He's asking Kiko to do a little bit of clearing himself.
He's calling for the whole squad here. There's a very smart play by him. Mako is in this forward spot. He'll be able to clear, at least call for a lot of mid-round rotation.
I mean,
so
it's
he's waiting.
kind of wild that Mako doesn't look even one time
Yeah.
towards the mid player, though.
Mouse unplugged. He's just staring off into the abyss.
Take pause, please.
See, though. Despite that, DRX are pretty quick to arrive onto this one, looking to see if they can play this retake, but it's going to be tough for them.
Cam's nice in the post line, but I don't think it was actually close enough to the spike. If they were able to smoke it, I suppose, but actually Mako, you know, he's dead already, so what am I talking about?
Yeah. Just a Marshall in the hands of Flashback is going to need some eagle eye aim, I think, to try and find a way past this one, and no one's given him a fair fight. Flash rebounds and a double face up towards it. Team Liquid trying to take this fight again, and it should just be a battle of the spam. Shouldn't be caught up. The player's going to be dropping your min. He's just waited there. Standing man emoji off to the side, but it is a conversion here for Team Liquid. They don't get bonused.
I like Freeing's camera that he put there over towards B to help with the retake. It's a very difficult site to anchor. It's a tough site in general, actually. This is one of the reasons why the map trends quite attack-sided, is because B is so difficult to play on the defense, but...
Nice.
Hyunmin 2 away from getting an ult online that could help them out. And Nats, if he's able to get a lurk, going through mid and grabs a kill, he could certainly win them around with his neural theft.
Taken out.
Just laying down the opening setup. Cam was broken early, though. Pretty important as well. You do remove that at the beginning of these rounds for DRX at least. So add some uncertainty into the step of Team Liquid. They don't know whether players are pushed up in mid.
Freeing's got his defensive setup over towards A here, and there's a pretty heavy stack in that direction because Team Liquid have been making noise in A main. Dodges the knife as well, so it keeps his utility up. And if they go back into B as the spike starts moving towards Mako, one of the things that Mako was doing last time these two teams played on defense was that he was playing over towards the area that Flashback's in right now, and then he was throwing a smoke on top of B and TPing into it as the exec happened. Nats with a chance. If he gets this kill, the ult would be huge.
Oh, Hyunmin squaring up for it. It's a 140 to the dome. Hyunmin just does him in.
And now Nats calls for his team to go back over towards A.
Now Bane reinforcing. It's deep drone delayed.
30
it's
seconds
hiding
left.
the intent pretty well here, but there's only 28 seconds remaining.
The knife's back online, but I don't think Freeing is going to get caught by
Be
it.
out of range of it. Paddy spotted. Page there. Updraft dash now up into heaven, trying to lay claim to most of that space. Team Liquid R-ing, trying to get themselves into this one. Camo deep into the spawn. Ango Freeing. He has to press forwards, press the advantage. No one is being pressed from behind. The commas finally come through. Bane's already found his first kill. Up towards the top. Not able to contest with Kiko and Trex.
Now there's a nice round from Team Liquid to get in. Pressure on DRX now in a 2v3.
Yeah, looking on Flashback and Mako here to see what they can do together. Very cheeky angle. Crouch down. Hard to adjust your aim in time, so Kama finds that one. Mako's left into that 1v3. Just jiggling, see if he can bait out a shot or two. Does claim it, but time's starting to tick away from him, and looks like he's not making moves to make the play, so will be the save.
He's been on today. Might even give him a good chance of success in a situation like that. But the time, very low. I do like what Team Liquid are going for. I love the positioning from Freeing. I think when you're playing against a KO, you do need to be putting your Cypher set up for someone else to play around. So he lets Bane play on site with the trips and with the cages. I love that idea from DRX. The plan is good. But Team Liquid, they realize that DRX are playing off-site, and they get a dash through into heaven. And that allows Camo to get so deep and even wraps back around. Look how much pressure Bane and Freeing end up under in the back of the B side there, back of the A side, sorry, because Camo's on the full wraparound. Both of these teams taking a lot of learnings from the first time they played Abyss.
Evolution between the two of them. Cam deep again, just being broken. High priority for DRX to try and take control of this one, and yeah, it's going to be hiding the intent of this. Flashback with a deep push. Has a gate crash as well to get back to safety.
I love that recon. Does put a lot of pressure on the mid lurk.
We'll see, and that's just missed the timing onto that.
Dude,
Shots fired off. Flashback's not exiting.
He had his hand off the mouse. He was scratching his nose.
We'll commit to it now, though. As that gate crash fades. Mako only has a classic for this one, so we'll get cleared out. TP. See if we can get the hell out of here. Bit of mischief in mid. That's slowly trying to re-clear, piece together the position of the DRX players as well, but
he knows that somebody's going to be mid here. If he tries to punish Mako, there's going to be somebody else holding it.
Mako's going to hear the footsteps here as well, and he spots signs of life as well from these players straight out. The shot's missing. Mako is really hard committed into a spot like this. The right click is doing it. Still, there's another TP to try and get the hell out of dodge. He's calling for the reinforcements to try and help him out for that fight into mid. It's a deep smoke. Anchor position for him. Hyunmin trying to press forwards again, but again trying to get it done with just the pistols.
A is empty.
30 seconds
Bit of
left.
chaos. Neurothef is going to reveal that as well. Now, they're going to A. Like you said, 25 seconds left. There's not a lot of time to make this happen.
Camo has got a sprint.
Deep paranoia forwards as well, just trying to cut off that mid avenue so the rotates can't come in thick and fast now. DRX struggling to really get that control, but still Mako is delivering just with that classic in hand. Tries to pick up the upgrade, punished for it. Plant will go down. Enough time, and Paddy has his eye in all the right places.
Yeah, not even close. No.
Yeah, not even close.
DRX always have been incredibly good at pushing Mako up towards this pillar and supporting him brilliantly from behind. Look how difficult it is in a spot like that to root Mako out without getting punished by somebody taking an angle. Now think if it was rifles on the other side and not just players with classics and stuff. So Team Liquid, there's a lot of different plays around the map that they have to be aware of, whether it's a fast push out through B or Mako just taking a walk down mid with flashback. And a defensive tack timeout here from DRX because 3 rounds in a row now disappearing away from them. But to be honest with you, they've only lost 1 gun round.
Yeah.
Right? They tried to bonus in round 3 and they didn't have that much weaponry, so fair enough. Round 4, they lose a genuine rifle round where Liquid have a really good game plan. And then round 5 is them on an eco. So it's not like we've even really got started with the meat of this half. And already DRX calling attack timeout. And some of it might be the difference in pace from Team Liquid.
Sure.
Because I think last time these two teams clashed, Liquid were going for a lot of trying to do the faster execs, and DRX were eating that up. So maybe Termi here just wants to give them some confidence in playing the slower rounds.
Yeah, maybe saying, it's okay, listen, maybe we can adjust the setup as well because they're not going so much for the fast execs. Put the trips a little bit further forward, maybe.
And actually, if we're gonna think meta for a moment, this tag timeout was called with only 10 seconds on the clock. It might have been that he heard a call he didn't really like from Mako and just hit the panic button. It's hard to tell that. It's not always the case, but it's a possibility. Flashback picking up an operator and looking to play over towards B.
That's where the action is. Paddy's there, deep knife against it, just in case there is that deep push up. One away, the dimensional drift is Flashback. On the angle now, it's a flash and a peek. Good coordination from Team Liquid, but no dice, no kill to be claimed.
It's a nice flash to push the opera away, like you're saying, because the drone was on the other side of the map. DRX hasn't committed it yet, but he's holding aim A. And now that they've pushed the Oppa back, DRX will be looking for a little more B information to move the spike towards A. Timing on Patitek's knife and the position of freeing could be important. Here's Paddy.
Played for you.
There's
the
the knife
going
lineup.
overhead.
Very deep from freeing.
Yeah, he should be out of range of this as soon as it lands. Indeed he is. Deep push out for a bit more information over towards B. There's players committed. Camo straight passing up and over most of these trips. The Cam's not going to be spotting the signs of him unless he heard the noise cues. Freeing's running though.
They're doing a B fake and it's working.
Yeah, it's pulling players away. Flashback though. Times of life and that's tucked up close. Bane is the only one to try and push back this A hit that's about to be coming in as well. He's going to be hearing the footsteps calling. Guys, we made a mistake. It's all on Bane. It's a good trade from Trex. Straight in. Camo deep into their spawn. Double dash from Youngmin. Twice up there. That is elite.
That is an unbelievable 3K from Camo.
The Kigo's not done yet. Eating up the scraps. Flashback just trailing off in mid, but that is unreal stuff, like you said, Josh. I mean, Youngmin trying to play his team in, expecting a trade, but that is pinpoint accuracy here.
Everything about that round is amazing, but the mechanics for that 3K are what seals the deal. Because freeing should be favored there. When Camo's crosshair is dragged so far away to get the waylay, no shot Camo should be winning that. And yet the brains and the brawn are online for Liquid on their attack side here. That's calling a beautiful fake, playing the macro really nicely. Camo getting into unexpected positions every time. Round 4 and round 6. Outplaying freeing setups when he himself is actually playing around Patitek's KO quite nicely.
Yeah. Straight back down to the eco here for DRX.
There's layers to this. It's like parfait.
Team Liquid. Significant learnings that they've had. It's damage through the box. Flashback's on 10 HP.
And DRX pulling out a pretty similar idea on the eco to what we saw earlier on, where they go for that kind of pressure down mid. They haven't actually got anybody deep tucked towards pillar, but the threat is there. Team Liquid will be worried that someone is in that spot.
There's a lot of angles as well we can test with here for Flashback. What a shot, though.
He's on.
That is magnetic.
Second headshot that he's landed onto Nats.
That Marshall. Now we're going to see similar signs here for that exit that's coming through. Camo has to updraft, though, and dash back to safety as well. Didn't want to fall off the edge of the map. Mako's doing very decent work indeed, but it will eventually be felled. Classics can only do so much in a spot like this, and it leaves it just down to freeing. Slipped the net, straight past him here. There's a lot of damage done. Camo, one shot would have done it. There was a chance in a world. Salvaged here by Liquid. Now,
he's saving him.
Yeah, he is.
It's an interesting smoke from Kiko in heaven as well. It doesn't actually block off the defenders. I don't know if he missed it or whether it was supposed to be weirdly placed like this for them to be able to get a kill through that little crack angle, but looks very odd to me. Rifles back in the hand of DRX. They took attack timeout right before the big rifle round in round 6. They need this one to go their way. Liquid couldn't get anything done on their attack last time two teams clashed on Abyss, and now everything is working perfectly.
Big gun in the hands of that here. That operator! Reaction time test has failed. Bane will punish him for it. The Hunter's Fury now offloaded deep into the back. To try and punish these players that are just coming in thick and fast, trying to get themselves into the B side. Already flooding all the way back in. This is really quick from DRX. They're trying to make the most of this one. Inside of the chaos, drop to the knees as Paddy's going to be able to give them a little bit of information from that high ground angle, but no res in sight.
No, you can't get that res.
No. DRX call for the pause here. Waiting for the right time to strike now, but that conversion path is offloaded. Kiko is caught in it. Smoke to play in himself, but he's that last one left, and now they know exactly what's up. Hinder on the hinder. Surely will do it, but the bullets raining down. Youngmin's life not in vain.
So DRX going for a more flood defense style here, something that worked quite nicely for them on Corrode as well, if you think back to what they were running there. Instead of trying to play a little slower, they had bodies in position very quickly.
Took a lot of ults to do it.
It did, yeah, it did. But coming out of the smoke on quite a fast pace, to be honest, I mean, also gifted a bit of an opener there too. Bane very out in the open. Not really the way that you want to be playing, but somehow gets the better end of Nats anyway. The attack side op doesn't work. Team Liquid do not go for it again. The slower rounds where they've been able to embed Camo into deep positions are the ones that have been winning for Liquid. And they hear this Cypher cam being placed, so they know that Freeing has changed his setup. They know that it's over here towards B. They might be anticipating that the op has gone A. It's not the case.
Very deep trip. Like you said, if they're thinking about the overall bigger picture, I'm expected to be in a different spot. Flashback still. All trained onto the ankle.
Ult deep in spawn.
Yeah, Kiko is going to be sowing a bit of chaos now, confusion into the ranks of DRX. Looking to see if they can clear this guy out, but across their placement, pretty impeccable at that. Kiko still a nuisance, still this player is going to be doing all that damage. Flashback though, still getting active over towards it, and attention drawn for just a second is enough for Kiko to go down here. Big reveal with that neural fair. Flashback, so damn consistent. Put an operator in his hands, and this guy rarely misses. Trick's backing up here, but again, it's just two players to play this versus the 4 of DRX. You have the Hunter's Fury, but only the one tool to play in the post. It's going to be a difficult ask. Shock darts are going to be the first wave of things. Freeing just full sticking this one. Half not, well, it's half earned at least, but it's a kill claimed. Half again, that's another dart. Needs to be dealt with, and Flashback just covering all the appropriate angles once more. Wide swing, and you're facing right into the boomstick. Flashback will punish you anyway.
He looks remarkably good here with the operator in hand. First time he got smoked off, but then as the smoke dissipates, Kiko's taking fights in spawn, so he can't re-smoke for his team. And that unleashes Flashback. A 4K in the round. And he's been good in previous ones as well. If you give him a glimpse, he's there. 10 kills, top of the scoreboard for DRX. That's a big problem for Liquid to deal with.
Yeah, almost drawing it level. We know how good DRX can be on our attack side with the execs. Well drilled, always in sync. Liquid not done yet though. That's going to be Hunter's Fury committed. Double dash from Hyunmin to try and get the hell out of there, and he's way out of range of it. So Trex, a wasted ultimate. Maybe the one tag onto Maka towards the back. It does reveal a bit of position and trying to play them in. An adjustment just at the last second. Hyunmin takes away the life of Camo.
Nice flash, better shot.
Stray spam, bit of damage. Trex does get it. That's just purely off instinct, knowing the angles well. One more shot as well to play around with. That's a lot of damage onto Mako potentially. He's already taken one Hunter's Fury to the chest.
He dodged it. And Flashback's been keeping info over towards mid. Really confident in his opping, so he's just jiggling these angles. Slower you play this round though, the more DRX are going to lose info because their Sova is dead. But how do you entry onto the site without Camo and now without Nats?
Your possibilities running dry if your Team Liquid trying to slowly work the map. More and more of your players being whistled away. That's a timing that's unfortunate for Flashback. Still, Trex will be happy to claim it. Might just even it out here. Paranoia's going to be committed. Up onto the one side, but no real bodies placed behind it. There's 25 seconds left.
No knife, so all of this Cypher util will stay up. Freeing should be like a spider in his web here on B.
Trying to make a move over towards it. Smokes blooming, blossoming behind him for darts. Not broken in time there, but a cage is going to be dead regardless. Deep TP up towards the top. That is managed. Freeing. Instinctual, just keeping his eye locked onto it. His plan is to be defended, but that head peeks over and Hyunmin keen to punish, and even keener aim while he's at it. 5-5 is where DRX are standing.
All three of those shots beautifully precise there from Hyunmin. And as he said, tying things up. 3 rounds in a row where they've been able to deal with what Team Liquid are throwing at them. That shot is really nice. I mean, I like the flash idea, but Camo had to turn his body entirely. Maybe should have tucked in slightly there. But he's been nasty on the entry. They haven't been running these kind of rounds, though, again, where they mess with the expectations a little bit and get Camo into a deep position. Round 5, I think it was. Maybe it was round 4. They got, yeah, it was round 4. They got Camo as an updraft dash into heaven. And he managed to get into a really deep spot over at back A. And then round 6, they got him over all of the trips in A. And again, he was able to cut off the rotates. Those are the 2 massive gun rounds that they won in order to put 5 together in the middle. So I'd be looking to go back to something like that. I mean, not the exact same strategy, but the same concept of trying to get Camo very deep somewhere. Maybe even as an insert in mid. Try to take a ton of mid control, push back, flashback at the start of the round, and then instead of having Nats lurk, show Nats somewhere else on the map, and get Camo to try to pinch the defenders as you go back into an A exec. I mean, you could leave Nats as an insert. I don't have a problem with that either, but general concept, try to get somebody behind enemy lines.
I'm not seeing that. Might be exactly what they're trying to go for here. Deep pings from Team Liquid up through mid. The TP primed. Pico looking to get onto the high ground nice and early. Flashing a dart. Punishing a potential walk-up.
And no flashback here. He's been playing on sites early on.
Going to pull his attention away here. The knife towards the back there. Bane is in a bit of trouble here and he needs some help, but he's not going to be able to get it.
That's
Big
a
map.
nice play.
Reinforcements are late coming. Still ADS stuck. That's a bit overzealous there.
Well, now you've lost the smokes. Kiko's a great aimer, so I don't mind him taking duels like that, but now Liquid are in a bit of a tough spot. And it will allow Flashback to go nuts defending these sites. We saw what happened last time, that when he didn't have smokes in his face, he was feasting.
Exactly right against the operator. Still worried about our mid control. Team Liquid wait for the minute mark and now start to make their moves back up.
Here.
They didn't break the door at any point here, so they're not really threatening a pinch onto Hyunmin in A heaven.
Trip's still there too. That's a tag onto Nats.
That's funny. It makes
though with a cage.
That is funny. It makes it look like it's only Nats in mid.
It really does. The rest of his team hiding straight behind, but the Dimensional Drift is going to be clearing up those unknowns soon enough. 3 spotted out, just the 1 missing. Flashback right deep behind them. Double dash as well. Pulls the attention against once more. Up through heaven. This is Freen is being squeezed. A bit of a hammer and an anvil here from Team Liquid. Does get the rewards that they were looking for. Still Hyunmin's there. Fast, trying to make this play all the way through. Team Liquid losing their insert player in through spawn.
Yeah, Nats went down immediately.
Convergent pass now. Still going to be offloaded to see if they can clear this up. Might even get that connection onto Trex. It's up to Camo to see if he can defend this one. High ground dodging that one. Sharp. Good shot onto Hyunmin. Drops down to respect the angles here. It's a 2v3 that DRX have been left in. Waiting for Maka to see if he can do anything here, but he might just miss this one. Yeah, tucked to double box. Not expecting that Paddy Tech was going to be there, sitting nice and tight. Flashback, time ticking away from him. Want to make a play for it. Noise bait, like he could be running away. Not enough though to get the betterment of Camo.
Camo's aim's been really nice. He's saved them in a couple of important spots. He's been the big playmaker, honestly, overall. Hitting that shot onto Hyunmin and denying the retake that came through. Admittedly, a little delayed after the Waylay ultimate, but Camo dodged it anyway. He's the key player that is giving Liquid a potential lead at the half here. Have they got another game plan? This play up through mid was quite a nice idea from Team Liquid. Got to imagine that that's what Lohan had called for them. But do they go back to that?
Last round of the half to do something.
I mean, they might realize that Freeing's been putting one of the trips up through mid, because obviously Nats got caught by in the previous round. That means the site that the Cypher's playing on should be a little weaker. But Freeing's been doubling up with Flashback, and Flashback is so nasty with this op.
Still locking it down towards B. Team Liquid taking their time. Ease it into the position of where they want to try and send it. Over towards A, looks like that might be the goal. No kill trips though. This is DRX playing up close and personal. Flashback. Excuse me, Hyunmin and Mako. Mako eventually dropping off. They hear the presence of the turret.
No,
drone, I should say.
Yeah, no tag onto Hyunmin there.
Yeah.
Oh, Paddy Tech takes the orb. I was thinking, is he going to be playing for like a post-plant null command here? But
playing for the other orb?
Yeah, is he going all the way back for the other orb? And if so... No, just going for a fake play over towards B, but with no bodies behind it. So how quickly did DRX realize that this is not real?
35 seconds. DRX still holding this one. It's Mako and Hyunmin. Crossing the lines, it's a one-way for Mako to play off of. Paranoia comes out, that's a TP into the one-way absurdity that might be occurring. Mako has worked them! 3 kills ripped away in the blink of an eye. The IGL want a play to make, but Team Liquid are not done yet.
Could all be on Bane here, Bren.
And that's sticking that pick. You're going to see it now with the plant. Bane wrapping around. Missing a few shots. Guardian, not the weapon for the job, but he picks up that upgrade anyway. Needs to know where these last 2 players are. They know the presence last spotted in through mid. Kiko's there waiting. Paranoia primed. But so much damage done to these Team Liquid players. The advantage has got to be to DRX playing into this. A tap, forcing it out. Cam also spotted as well. Flashback way out of dodge of it, but Kiko still lands the shot. Disgusting work from him. Now Bane's left in an impossibility. Sticking to half already. That's onto the corner, just trying to bait these players way out into the open. Found the first, and he knows where the second is. Time ticking though. Bane's gonna land, and he lands it! He will! A stick towards it, the Harvard Briar, and it's DRX bringing it even at the half.
A great clutch from Bane there towards the end, taking advantage of all of the damage previously done. Looked worrying when Flashback wasn't able to catch the kill on a Kiko. But this game has been back and forth, and just like on Corrode, a 6-6 half, both teams looking very even. But as we saw in map 1, that does not mean you're making it to OT with both of these teams still neck and neck.
Time to find out as well which way this series is really going to be settling. See you in just a few.
Let's go.
So you can try to fight it, but that music don't stop.